It's Katie Lee, and this is Katie Lee on Z103, the podcast, a replay of today's full show. Z103, it is Katie Lee. Dude, I don't know what I need to do, but something has got to give at my house. I live in a house that's like all concrete, basically. All of the outer walls, including one inner wall, all concrete. Hanging pictures is hard in my house. But lately, we've been having like these super, super warm nights. I cannot get my house to cool down. So the only way that I get it to cool down is, open up all the windows at night, like we usually do. We live out in the middle of nowhere. And so all growing up, that's what we did. We opened up the windows at night and then trapped the cold air in the mornings. I cannot get the cold air to stay. I don't know what, or no, I can't even get it to come in. Like, it'll be 52 outside and my house will still be 70. And I'm just like, dude, I have fans. I have ceiling fans going. I have all of the windows open. We even had a breeze blowing through my south window last night, and it was still 70 degrees in my house this morning. And I'm just like, what do I got to do? I refuse to go. I have like one of those window box AC units things, but I hate it because it's such a pain in the rear because I like to open up my windows, and that takes away one window. I have a small house. So if anybody has any suggestions, let me know. 208-524-1033. I tried putting this whole thing through ChatGPT, asking me how to do this, and it gave me like a map or whatever. Followed it. Didn't work. I'm just going to have to deal with this. Plus side about this is that my house is freezing in the middle of winter. Z103, it is Katie Lee, and I have your 2 o'clock tea for you today. British tabloids, they reported that Tom Brady won't date Sofia Vergara because she's too old for him. But Tom's rep says Tom would never say that. Let's remember how the British tabloids actually are. Like, they are brutal. They never say anything true. Okay? I feel like everybody knows that by now. Found out Simon Cowell is an absolute nerd. I love him so much for this. He dropped thousands of dollars on rare Pokemon cards at a card show. I love this so much. Let's see. Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, they settled their divorce, but they're still fighting over that stupid winery. Let's see. Moving on. Where did my thing go? I just lost my entire page. Oh, okay. Got it back. Sorry. Office spinoff, The Paper. So original. That is going to be premiering on Peacock September 4th. Netflix has also renewed Squid Game, The Challenge, for a third season. This is so funny. JoJo Siwash, so she was teasing her cover of Betty Davis Eyes all week long. Kim Carnes, not a fan. I don't think there's anybody that's a fan of that song. I'm sorry, but it's definitely better than the last ones. Like, she's definitely has phases that she's going through, but it's not, no. Anyways, let's see. Paul McCartney, nope, not that one. Ed Sheeran he waits until his wife is in a good mood to play her new music because he says that she can kill a song. I'm sorry. Really, that's all I have for your 2 o'clock tea on Z103. So it turns out we might be getting a Buc-ee's over in Boise, which is so weird to me. Like, I thought that was only a Texas chain. Why the heck are they coming clear up to Idaho? Like, that just blows my mind. If they can get a Buc-ee's, why can't we get a Trader Joe's? Z103, it is Katie Lee. Found this story over at eastidahonews.com. Chalk Fest is back, happening this Saturday at the Art Museum of Eastern Idaho on South Capitol Park. So it's all about, fun, color, community. Grab some free chalk, you claim a sidewalk square, and then you create your own masterpiece. So there is a People's Choice Award with cash prizes if you're really feeling competitive. By the way, that's $500 for first place. There's going to be live art demos, food trucks, snow cones, music, lots of space for kids and adults to get creative. So, yeah, it's a free event. Check it out. Details about it, head over to eastidahonews.com. I was looking at this, and I'm so surprised that Utah did not make this list, but Idaho made it. Not for the reasons that it's actually made, though. So the Allstate report, the riskiest driving cities in America, Boston, Washington, D.C., and Baltimore. Utah should be in there somewhere. Salt Lake City, bonkers, absolutely bonkers. But the safest, Brownsville, Texas, Fort Collins, Colorado, and Boise, Idaho. I don't know how Boise made it on there either. I hate driving in Boise. Idaho's #1 hit music channel, Z103, it is Katie Lee. This is for those of you that are planning on ghosting somebody this weekend. Don't do it, okay? Just be honest. If you're not into them, cool. But disappearing without saying anything, it's not that deep, okay? It's literally just rude. I feel like we've all been tempted to ghost people because it's really an easy way out, but sending a quick, hey, I'm not feeling this, literally takes like 2 seconds. No harm done. And it saves somebody else from sitting there wondering what the heck just happened. Why haven't I heard from these guys? What did I do wrong? So yeah, if you've got somebody sitting in your text right now and, you're not going to reply, be an adult. Say something, okay? Like I said, it's not that deep. It's not that difficult, but it is the right thing to do. So do it. Z103, it's Katie Lee. Are you ready for all the nerdy things happening in the world? We're starting out with some space news. There's an object from outside our solar system. It's going to zip by us at 135,000 miles an hour this fall. Some people say it's a comet, which is probably what it is, but also some people say it's aliens. It is also the third interstellar object we've ever seen. The first one was in 2017. More space news. Study happened to see it. A study. Wow, I can't speak. A study looked at what would happen if you threw a paper airplane from a space station. Wow, I'm really not doing very good at this today. They looked to see what would happen if you threw a paper airplane from the space station. Basically, obviously, very obviously, it would burn up on re-entry. The exercise news. Study found that matching your workouts to your personality yields better results. So basically, if you're an introvert, you're going to prefer to work out alone. That's the way that I like it. I don't like to work out with people whatsoever. Let's see. Pet news. Most cats prefer sleeping on their left side. I didn't never actually know this, but I guess they analyzed 408 YouTube videos and found it might be a survival thing. But we're going to dig into this deeper. Just wait for this. It seems that it lets them see better out of their left eye because their body doesn't block their field of vision as much. And then that's because the left eye is controlled by the right hemisphere of their brain. The right hemisphere does the heavy lifting with things like sizing up threats. And so seeing something out of their left eye lets them react a fraction of a second quicker. Okay. I thought they were just taking a nap. I didn't think it was that difficult or that deep into that whole situation, but okay. Maybe cats are smarter than I let them be. Anyways, that's your nerd news on Z103. Z103, it is Katie Lee. Have you ever left something accidentally at the gas station? I left my phone at a gas station one time. We got 20 miles down the road and had to turn back around. I have a feeling this guy, a little worse than leaving a phone. So he was in France and he took off on a road trip, drove about 200 miles before realizing that he forgot his wife at the gas station. 200 miles. Okay, 4:30 in the morning, they were on their way from Paris to Morocco, and then somewhere during that fuel stop, he just drove off. By the way, their daughter was in the back seat, asleep in the back seat. Wife wasn't in the car, and, 4 hours later, he realized, called the cops, found her sitting there at the gas station with her phone, probably questioning her marriage choices right then. Thankfully, he did go back and he picked her up. Bad news is that I'm pretty sure that he's going to be apologizing for that situation for the rest of his life. So, moral of this whole story, make sure before you leave the gas station section, make sure that everyone went to the bathroom, make sure you got your snacks, probably make sure that your spouse is in the seat as well. Z103, it's Katie Lee, my friends. I'm out of here for the day. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your evening. Y'all stay safe, stay legit, be awesome, and I'll see you back here on Monday. Bye. Thanks for listening to Katie Lee on Z103, the podcast. If you enjoyed the show, please share, subscribe, and rate the podcast. Katie Lee on Z103 is hosted by Katie Lee and is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com.